My uncle was stationed at Misenum, in active command of the fleet. On 24th of August, in the early afternoon, my mother drew his attention to a cloud of unusual size and appearance. He had been working at his books. He called for his shoes and climbed up to a place which would give him the best view of the phenomenon. It was not clear at that distance from which mountain the cloud was rising. Its general appearance can best be expressed as being like an umbrella pine, for it rose to a great height on a sort of trunk, and then split off into branches. I imagine because it was thrust upwards by the first blast, and then left unsupported as the pressure subsided, or else it was borne down by its own weight so that it spread out and gradually dispersed. In places it looked white, elsewhere blotched and dirty, according to the amount of soil and ashes it carried with it. Meanwhile, on Mount Vesuvius, broad sheets of fire and leaping flame blazed at several points, their bright glare emphasised by the darkness of night. By this time the courtyard giving access to his room was full of ashes mixed with pumice stones, so that its level had risen, and if he had stayed in the room any longer, he would never have got out. They debated whether to stay indoors or take their chance in the open, for the buildings were now shaking with violent shocks, and seemed to be swaying to and fro as if they were torn from their foundations.